All electrical equipment used in PV systems must be marked in compliance with local standards and regulations. The labels and signs used must be durable and designed to last for at least the same service life as the PV system itself. Additionally, the materials used for these labels and signs must be appropriate and fixed securely in a way that is appropriate for the location. All labels and signs must be in English, legible, and the letter size must be appropriate for their location. They must contain markings that cannot be removed and are visible wherever applicable. In some cases, signs may be enclosed in a switchboard cabinet, but they must be visible when the operator opens the switchboard to perform maintenance or emergency services. If PV array DC wiring systems are installed in an accessible ceiling space or within an accessible floor space, a label containing the warning symbol with the words "Warning, hazardous DC voltage," along with this, a description of the hazard must be installed adjacent to the access point. A label with the warning symbol must also be attached to junction boxes housing the terminations of PV array DC cables. However, this does not apply to PV array disconnection devices, as they have their own labeling requirements. For grid-connected PV systems, a fire and emergency information sign must be installed, which is a green reflective sign with a diameter of at least 100 mm, and the letters PV must be on or immediately adjacent to the main metering panel and main switchboard. This sign must be visible to approaching emergency workers. Additional letters are required to identify the type of isolation method used on the roof, such as microinverters, which will have the letters AC. Disconnection points will have DP, and load break disconnection devices will have SW. These stickers must also be placed on or immediately adjacent to the main metering panel and main switchboard. Load breaking disconnection devices must be marked with an identification name or number consistent with the terminology used in the shutdown procedure. All switches must clearly and reliably indicate the isolating position of the device, and the symbols O for off and I for on are considered acceptable. Load break disconnectors must also have a sign affixed to a prominent location with the text PV array DC isolator. If multiple isolation devices are used that are not ganged under one action, a sign must be fixed adjacent to the inverter and have a label containing a warning symbol and stating multiple DC sources. Turn off all DC isolators to isolate equipment.